think you know who the black sheep is? The outcast, the rebel, the one they call cursed? No, that's just what they see from outside. Let me tell you what happens inside. Before the enlightenment, before the humbling, before the silence. You wake up one day and the veil starts to thin. You see through the lies, you see through the spin, and suddenly you feel it, the power, the fire. I'm godlike, you scream, but the scream is a wire. You show off your knowing, you brag and you boast. I see the truth while you're still a ghost. You flex your awakening like a new gold watch. You forget that the ego is a trap, not a notch. You think you're the chosen, the special, the one, but you haven't even begun. The higher self watches, the shadow self waits. They don't strike in anger, they just correct the fakes. Pride before the lesson, ego before the fall. They let you run your mouth until you hit the wall. Who is black sheep? Not the one who screams, not the one who glows in delusional dreams. Black sheep is the one who learned to be still, who saw their own ego and bent its will. Not the bragger, not the show-off, not the loud, the one who carries power without a crowd. They called you cursed, they called you lost, but you were just paying the ego's cost. Now you know, black sheep walks alone, not because they're special, because they've grown. You bragged too much, you showed your hand, then the higher self said, now you'll understand. The job fell apart, the friends walked away. The love you thought was real turned gray. You attracted trouble like a magnet for pain. Every word you spoke came back as rain. Not because the universe is cruel, because you forgot the golden rule. Power that speaks is power that leaks. Humble the tongue before the spirit speaks. Your shadow self laughed and pulled the string. This is what happens when you forget to be king. Not king of others, not king of praise. King of your own mouth, king of your own ways. They called you cursed because you couldn't fit every job, every friend, every love. You quit, not because you wanted to, because you had to. The soul knew what the ego never knew. You tried to be normal, you tried to blend, but the mask always cracks in the end. Square peg, round hole, you bleed and you strain, then you leave again and again and again. Not failure, not broken, just not designed for the life they sold you. The sheep's timeline, you're collecting experience, not settling down. A force of nature, lost in a town of sleepers. No wonder nothing lasts. No wonder nothing lasts. Letting go of pride, it's never easy, you know. We've been corrupted since the day we showed our face to this world, to the worldly affair. Every hand that touched us left a stain there. It takes years, breakdown after breakdown. Feels like dying, you can't move, you just drown. But it doesn't kill you, that's the cruel part. You survive, and you still have a heart. But if you waste too much time whining in place, stuck in the pity, stuck in the chase, nothing changes, same cage, same chain. Progress is zero, just more of the same pain. You have to figure it out yourself. No guide, no book, no guru, no place to hide. No place to hide. Apply this one truth, life is to learn. Then the fire becomes fuel, not a burn. Every fall is a lesson, every wound is a key. Ask yourself, what is this trying to teach me? No time to waste, no years to cry. Stand up, walk again, don't ask why. Black sheep doesn't wait for a savior to arrive. They save themselves, that's how they survive. No shepherd, no priest, no holy hand, just a lone soul making their stand. The higher self watches, the shadow self waits. They're not your enemies, they're the keepers of the gates. They let you fall so you learn to rise. Without the ego, you see through the lies. Who is black sheep? Not the one who screams, not the one who glows in delusional dreams. Black sheep is the one who learned to be still, who saw their own ego and bent its will. Now you know black sheep walks alone, not because they're special, because they've grown. They called you cursed, they called you lost, but you were just paying the ego's cost. You can't explain it, you just see. When someone speaks nonsense, you feel the debris. The preacher says surrender, you feel the trap. The boss says loyalty, you see the map. Illogical doesn't confuse you anymore. You spot the lie before it hits the floor. Not because you're smart, because you're clear. The ego died, the truth is here. You don't argue, you don't explain, you just walk away from the stupid game. They think you're cold, they think you're rude. No, you're just on being subdued. The black sheep is not the one who shouts, I am God. The black sheep is the one who knows and doesn't need to say it. The early awakening is embarrassing to look back on. All that bragging, all that showing off. But the higher self had to break that ego. Otherwise, you'd just attract trouble. Trouble finds the loud ones, peace finds the still ones. Letting go of pride took years, felt like dying, but it didn't kill you. And now, no time to waste. Stand up, walk again. Black sheep saves themselves. Now you know, the curse was ego, and you survived it. Who is black sheep? Not the one who screams. Black sheep is the one who learned to be still. Now you walk silent, free. No more bragging, no more showing off, just the walk. is to learn. No time to waste. Stand up, walk again. That's who Black Sheep is.